Hello everyone, my name is Barbara. I'm the Polish girl who lives in Ireland and likes to knit, and today I have a finished object video for you, which are socks. It is not a tutorial, but if you're looking for a tutorial, at the end of this video over here I'll put you on step by step how I knit socks. Obviously that's the one way of knitting it, and you have loads of heels, loads of toes, loads of patterns if you want to spice things up with your socks. I like plain vanilla because they're my knitting break between more advanced projects. Let's say it that way. And here, unusual, I'm showing you two pairs, so 4 socks, and I've showed you one pair already, and hard for me to say which one was it. So on the screen I can show you now a video, a finished object video that I recorded a while ago, and also I'll put a link to it maybe at the end if you want to look for it, because 2 videos I can definitely mark at the end for you. Or maybe not, I'll just put a link down below hopefully, because maybe at the end I'll just give you a playlist to the socks in case you're interested. What kind of socks I've knitted. I have some patterns though, I think. Yeah, a few. Just a bit. Have a look. So now, in that video I was saying that I wanted to knit socks with Patons Kroy. So this is it. So here it is, Patons Kroy. I got it as a gift from a friend. This is a clay colors. I think that's the name, is it? Or it's the number? Let me know what you think about it. It is 152 meters in 50 grams. So we have 300. So it is a little bit thicker version, isn't it? Because we have 304 meters. And normally the sock yarn would be 400, isn't it? So that's it's a little bit thicker, true. And now, is there anything else you need to know? I received these socks last year or year before, hard to say, and I got 2 50-gram balls, and I was thinking that I will just take one ball and divide it to 25 meter grams, and I will just knit through all of it without leaving any bits. So that's why the way I knitted socks was to do the toe, so from toe up, do with the toe, and then use that 25 grams until I run out to the marker, and then chop obviously the smallest bit, but knit as long as I want, because I was thinking that even if I gift those socks or whatever, people will slide them down and you will not know how long they are, but at the end of the day 25 grams would be quite a similar height, and I was interested to see are they actually similar. But also I divided it to 25 grams to see if they're the identical, and I think it was something like this, isn't it? That they weren't. I'm not sure. If I have the video, maybe I'm going to show you now on the screen what I was showing, which socks I was showing, because I don't have a clue and I'm interested too. So you've seen it, and now I'm showing you these, so you'll know which of those 2 socks I've knitted and which of those 2 I've had already. So as you can see, I was hoping that with the second 50-gram ball, when I knit with it, I will get a similar color repetition, let's say that way, and I will be able to match it. But look at this. This one is completely different. Maybe these 2. These 3 are quite-ish the same, but this is completely from a different family, let's say it that way. So yeah, that's that. And what I was thinking that because you're just amazing, and I hit 8,000 subscribers on my channel, which is about my journal, about my knitting. So we have finished object sorted by the playlists, in the playlists, and I record some podcasts, chit chat here and there, share with you with vlogs if I go to some interesting places and I think that you may go there too, or at least enjoy them, or you've heard about them and you've never been there, and at least that way you'll spend some time with me and my friends, and maybe, I don't know, maybe one day you will join me, I don't know, we shall see. So I was thinking too, to have a bit of fun and count it as a bit of thank you for watching. Whoever wants to join, please leave a comment down below specifying which sock do you want. So I will have 1, 2, 3, 4, obviously 2 socks. I don't mind, I can go with even with this one and I don't know, let's say this one, so no matching. So I presume I will keep this one probably, but like I said, 1, 2, 3, 4, and I will draw a winner in my next podcast, so we shall see how many of you are going to watch it and take part in it. But I thought, why not? And so many of you are saying that you have never received, or sporadically you receive, a knitted object from someone else. And like I said, I received, not counting my mom, 3. From Diane I got socks because we did swap, so I knitted socks for her too, but it counts. Then I got from her mittens last year for Christmas, and I got a beautiful hat from Suzanne, and that's all. And I know it's such an amazing thing that someone took time and yarn and knit something and send it to you, so I hope to share that a little bit joy with you too, with the Patons, why not? Patons Kroy. So yeah, like I said, so let me tell you how I knitted them, how long they are, and well, I'm not saying if it doesn't fit you, definitely you will find a lovely feed to fit someone in your family, and then that way you can watch them and be happy with me too. I hope that makes sense. So I had this bag and I completely forgot. Curious, I have to say it. Curious on Etsy. There's no label and stuff, and I got it like in 2015, and I really like small thingy. And as you can see, I have my keychain over here, which you can get in my shop, so check it out if you're interested. If loads of whoops, you can mark them. And I can tell you that I will have an update with more colors. So if you have already, I think now I have 4 colors, but I will have more just in case you have more than just 4 whips for socks. Anyway, because it's going to be long. I showed you the yarn, and the contrast color yarn is Drops Fable. I think at this stage you know how Drops Fable looks like, and I have some leftovers, that little bit, which probably was 2 grams, and the color over here is 917. The content of the yarn, so the drops is 75 wool, 25 polyamide, and the Patons Kroy is, so that's a little bit different thickness, because over here in 100 gram, the 50 gram, we have 205 meters, and over here we have 152, so that's a thicker thing. So for toes and heels it's thinner, which I don't mind, so hopefully you don't too. And this is 75% wool, this is 75% superwash wool and 25% nylon, so you can have a go. And I'm so amazed that I actually took that 50 gram ball and I knitted these, and they were so much fun, because this kind of design is slightly different, and I was thinking I'm going to knit the same pair of socks, but as you have noticed, not really. But I love the idea kind of mishmashing things, and during Advent calendar I received loads of minis, and I'm thinking to do shorties. I don't have any shorties, any socks, you know, just over my ankle, and maybe I might knit some. Definitely I need some for summer, so keep finger crossed I'm actually going to do those, because I just fly through. My favorite method of knitting is toes up, just knit a tube, and then you do afterthought heel. So basically you cut the yarn, I cut the yarn, but afterthought, when you look for it, it may not say that cut it. I have a video, check my playlist tutorials, how I do things, and I normally just knit through, mark the area where I will put a heel, then I'll definitely get it, because if you're knitting in around you may miss that spot. Sometimes the stitches kind of curves, so it's not actually side. And then what I like to do once I cut it and place the needles, place the needles and then cut it, what I like to do with a contrast color is to do 3 to 4 rounds of just knitting. That way, is that what you call an arch? You know, you have that space. Otherwise it just goes through and you feel the tension. So I do that, and then I do the creases. Anything, you have a step-by-step tutorial, as I said at the end of this video, and also I have shorter video just how I do afterthought heel, so check that out even quicker. Maybe I link that how I do things playlist, and then you find those things. Now, needles. I used Hayas in, yes, They're Hayahayas. But not only that, I use these. Why I'm showing you these. So first things first, when I started toes, I used 5 inches. So I'm talking about the length of the needles. 5 inches. I was knitting socks one at a time, and first I was doing toes and then I was doing a tube. Once I got to the tube, I switched needles to 9 inches circular. So you could see here they are. I actually have another one, but I never knit concurrent. Oh, 2 together, you know, you have to separate, but you knit that. So I'm not sure, should I? So I'm thinking I'm going to include needles. Do you want that too? Let me know down below. So pick your pair, and if you want needles, I'll give you those needles, because at the end of the day, I just use one and I just go back to another one. I never do both at the same time. I would never be able at the moment, I think, to do a pattern socks, you know, that you do lace or you do cables with a 9 inch, because I find it tricky. I was quite okay with doing 2x2 ribbing, because that's how I finish my socks, and yeah, so I'm not using them, and I love things to be loved. And if you want these, let me know. If you already have, and you have plenty, just write it down. No needles, that's fine too. I will probably put them into you know, whoever in my next gifting packages to someone who would want to try, for instance. It's quite fiddly. I literally had to change technique how I hold them. I hold them slightly to the side. Normally you do this, but I'm doing like, I'm pointing this one forward and I'm just working with one. I know it's so weird. These Hayahayas, they have the same height, and I know Chagus have one needle slightly bigger, so that apparently helps you with holding it. I'm not sure which one is better to have it longer. Is it left or is right? Anyway, I found them quite okay if I just knit in a tube, and like I said, I don't have to worry about matching things. So for just random socks like these, I don't mind to use 9 inches. So let me know, have you used 9 inches before? And yeah, that's also something extra. Hello! No, I'm going to have fun. My pouches, in my shop, so check it out. I'm hoping to design a spring pouch. We have a winter one already, and I'm hoping to design a spring one. We shall see how that goes. Will I manage to do it before spring? Finger crossed. And I think that's all. I hope you enjoyed this one. If you have any questions in regards to knitting socks, let me know down below. And I think that's all. I hope you enjoy, and thank you so much for watching my videos if you do. And I think to the next one. Bye. Now I'm so happy. That means that I knitted something for one of you.